When Xcode builds your iOS project, it'll take all your compiled code, plus everything in your asset catalog, and any other files you've added to your project, and put them into a single directory called a bundle. Now this has a name of something like yourappname.app, and that app extension is automatically recognized by iOS and macOS and more to mean a program, which is why if you look at notes.app or Xcode.app, that will actually launch the program rather than browsing to the folder, the app folder. Now in this particular project, we're going to include a file called start.txt that includes over 10,000 8-letter starter words, one of which will be chosen randomly for the player to play with. And this is included inside the assets for this project. It's right here, 111 kilobytes of text. Hopefully you've downloaded that already from GitHub. I want you to drag that into your project navigator over here, like this. Now make sure copy item is selected. Create groups is fine, that's what I prefer as a default. And then make sure it's add to target word scramble. So copy, groups, word scramble, and then press finish. And you'll see now this big old start.txt file full of 8-letter words. We already have in content view a property for storing the root word, which will contain the word the player has to try and spell from. And so what we want to try and do is write a new method called startGame that will find start.txt inside our app bundle wherever that's installed on the user's device, load the whole thing into a string, break up into an array of strings, and then pick a random word there to send back as root word. Or if something's gone wrong, use a sensible default. It should never go wrong, but in case it does. Now, each of those tasks, each of those 4 tasks in fact, correspond to one line of code. But there's a twist. If we can't find start.txt in our app bundle, what should we do? Or if we can find it, but we can't load it, what should we do? Now in this case, we've got a serious problem. In fact, in both cases, it means our app is really broken. We either forgot to include the file somehow, in which case our game simply will not work, or we included it, but for some reason iOS isn't letting us load it, in which case our code won't work, right? So either way, it's broken. Regardless of how it's broken, what's happened here, this is a situation where, honestly, it should never crop up. It should never really happen in practice. And Swift gives us a function just for this purpose called fatal error. We can respond to basically an unresolvable problem. I cannot work because a serious problems occurred. When we call fatal error, it will unconditionally and always crash our code immediately. Our app will just die immediately. Not might die or maybe die or sometimes die. It will always just terminate straight away. Now, I realize that sounds bad, but what it lets us do is important. For problems like this one, where if we forget to include a file in our project, there's just no point trying to make our app limp on, struggle forwards in a broken state. It won't work. It's much better to terminate immediately and give a clear explanation in Xcode of what went wrong so we can fix the problem. That's exactly what fatal error does. Anyway, let's have a go at writing startGame now as a new content view method, func startGame. First things first, we want to find the URL for start.txt in our app bundle. Remember, the app bundle could be anywhere on the system in a very, very long, hard to guess location. We've got to ask iOS where this file actually is. So we'll say if let start words URL be bundle.main.url for resource start extension txt. So if we've found start.txt in our app bundle, brilliant. We can now load start.txt into a string. We know the URL, we can do string content of. So we'll say if let start words be try question mark string content of start words URL. If we've now managed to load that file correctly, what do we want to do next? In this case, this is now a string containing all 111 or so kilobytes, 10,000 words in one string. We want to split that up into an array of strings splitting on line breaks. So we can say, let all words be start words dot components separated by \n, the simple line break character we know we have. And now critically, we can set root word, the word they're getting from, to be all words dot random element. Give me a random word back. Now remember, random element returns an optional string because it might be an empty array. Root word is a non-optional string, so it's complaining very loudly here. We're going to use nil coalescing to provide a sensible default of silkworm. Again, this should never be used because it suggests that start.txt existed and could be loaded, but was weirdly empty for some reason. And if that has all worked, which it should all work, we will consider ourselves done. We can exit by calling return. Now, if we make it to this point, line 59 for me, it means that our URL couldn't be found. We couldn't find start.txt in our app bundle. Or we found it and couldn't load it. Both of which should never, ever happen. Like in practice, it means you have screwed up. As a programmer, you've forgotten to include the file, or you've done something hideous with it, made it corrupt. It's not going to happen in practice if you've copied it into correctly. So it should never happen. We want to trigger a crash and just report the error to Xcode. We'll say fatal error, could not load start.txt from bundle. And that's it. That completes our method. So now we have this thing to load everything for the game. We actually have to call this thing when our view is shown. When this thing here is shown for the first time. And SwiftUI gives us a dedicated modifier just for this. And it will run a function when a view is shown. And we can use that to call start game to get things all moving. That modifier is onAppear. We'll say dot onAppear perform start game. Like that. You can put it there or anywhere else, as long as it's somewhere in the main view. Now, if you run the game now, we should, all being well, see a random 8-letter word at the top of the navigation view showing the starting word to spell from. Let's find out. Irrigate. Fine. That doesn't really mean anything yet because players can still enter what they want to. They can still ignore irrigate and just type hello. We're going to fix that next.